Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make gil with your battle jobs when the economy is basically in ruin. Now this method is well known, and if you have the free company buff, Seal Sweetener, 2, you get a 10% increase to anything that involves Grand Company seals. Now if you're not in a free company or don't have your own, and you have the squadron system unlocked, you can get the priority seal allowances that will last for 2 hours instead of 24 hours. But this gives you a 15% increase, so it's the equivalent to the grade 3 actions for free companies. So after you get the second lieutenant, you guys can get yourself a squadron. Now you have to level them up in order to do the squadron missions. And then I believe the Stronghold Assault will have the priority seals. Alright, so this is going to take some time to get going. But once you do, you guys can utilize this instead of getting into a free company. But I recommend making your own free company to get the actions because it's a lot more convenient. Now as for gear, you have the level 700 Aesthetic Tombstone, you have the 710 Crafted, the 720 Heliometry Tombstones. You can either get an accessory a week or a body piece, which is the left side, every 2 weeks. And then of course you got the second Extreme accessories at 710, or the Arcadion Raid, which also gives you 710. Okay, so you have options with your gear, but if you want crafted, 710 is probably the best. But as you get more powered up, this becomes a lot easier and a lot faster. And of course your job also depends on how fast you kill the boss. So what you're going to do is you're going to be doing the Alexander raid, Eyes of the Creator. You have to talk to slowfix in Idyllshire to unlock the Alexander raid, and you must get through the Father and the Son sectors to get to the Eyes of the Creator. You're going to go up here to the gear icon and do unrestricted party. You still can get loot from the treasure chest after defeating the boss. So you have to go through a bunch of ads, a door boss, and then go to the next part of the raid to get to the final boss to kill, which should take you about a minute. If you're faster, you can do it under a minute if you crit and all that, so it's going to take you about a minute or so to kill Eyes of the Creator. So first thing, run forward. I don't think it's possible to kill all of them in one shot, because my AoE is kind of small, so I have to do it in 2. You get sent up here to the steam, and then you fight the door boss. And then quickly mash the X button on your controller to get the hatch as fast as possible, and then again for the ingress to go in. So my buffs will be up by the time I get to the trash compactor. So that took me about a minute too. And then you're going to grab your loot. So it's lens crank pedal bolt, lens shaft spring bolt. So you're basically going to do that 28 times to get a full set of everything. But then you're going to end up leaving yourself with 4 accessories at the end instead of 5. So you should be able to get 56 bolts, 28 lenses, 7 body pieces, 7 leg pieces, 14 hands, and 14 feet. Now, with the accessories, you're going to turn these into your Grand Company for Grand Company seals. You should be able to get 2 duck bones per accessory, which is going to give you 720 gil. If you do not have the buffs up, then you're going to be losing 8,100 gil, I believe, each time you do this 28 times. So if you don't mind losing that gil, you can easily get that from some results. So let's pass in the accessories that I have on me. So it's 1375 with the buff, or 1250 without. and I also have in my saddlebags, you only can have one at you all time. So your inventory and armory is the same thing. Saddlebags are a different thing, so you can stick all 5 in there. And then you go and get the other ones from your retainers. Because I believe that they are in one of my retainers. So you're only going to go back to your Grand Company at least once. You must have the expert delivery unlocked, which I believe is one of the ranks. I don't remember which one. Alright, so we're up to 49,504, or 5. So now let's go ahead and grab the last set of accessories from my retainer. Alright, so let's dump the rest of my accessories. I drained all my gil, and I put back all the duck bones that I currently had on me. So we can be completely accurate. I will show you guys where you send in those pieces to get this gear, so don't worry about that. Alright, so now we're looking at 75,630 Grand Company seals. Go to the quartermaster and then pick up any of these items here that sell for 360 gil to a vendor. So I'm looking at 126 duck bones or whatever of these items here. Alright, so now we're going to run over to a vendor, or you can do it through your retainer, and then you're going to just basically sell them. So before I forget, here in Ishgard, the Sundry Splendors NPC, there's a blue icon on the map, right next to the main netherite. Talk to her. Go to your category, pick tank first, subcategory prototype Alexandrian gear, and then get your items. You want to fill up your retainers first, then your saddlebags, and then your inventory. And then when you're ready to sell everything, you go to your retainers first, then pass in what you need to the Grand Company, which is the accessories, and then vendor everything through your retainers. The other way is through Idyllshire. So for the main netherite, you go to the left here. The trader to the left is going to have the same menu. Just pick the Alexandrian gear icon and then pass in the gear as normal. Simple as that. Alright, so let's vendor these items here. So just from the accessories alone, you're getting 45,360 gil, and that's in 28 runs. Now, what about everything else? Well, that is a different story. Putting them into your Grand Company is not exactly a good idea, because you're not going to get as much gil, because the duck bones are 360 apiece, which is 720. The headpiece are 772, which is less, or more than what you get from the duck bones. Same thing with the hands, and same thing with the feet. So you guys are going to vendor these from your retainer. Each and every piece. Just like this. Now you're going to split them between your retainers, because you only can hold one. So that's 16,212. Let's take that out. Alright, my next one. So that is 5,404. So now we're up to 66,976. So we need another 5,404 from this one. So let's withdraw that. So now we're up to 72,380. Alright, so here is the rest of my stock. So we're going to do the headpiece first. Next is the hands. And then the feet. So I'm going to have to take out 5,404 times 3, which is 16,212. So let's take that out. So we're looking at 88,592. Also selling some other things. So the body pieces are 1287 and the leg pieces are 1287. So that's 1287 times 14. So 14 times, what did I just say? 1287. So it's another 18,018. So let's take that out now. And we're looking at a grand total of 106,610 gil every about half an hour, depending on how fast you are with your job, which is not bad for half an hour's time of work. Now, if you do that 3 times a day, that's 106,610 times 3. So if you do that 3 times a day, that's 319,830 gil every single day. And then if you do that 7 days a week, that's 2,238,810 just from doing Alexander, Eyes of the Creator. Alright, so hopefully this has been helpful. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy farming! And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And the extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead.